Howdy and aloha. Welcome to Manatee. The earth and you are ohana. We hope you stay and talk. Howdy and aloha, everybody. This is James with Montauk. I was just drinking my 100% apple cider juice, no artificial nothing, which is freaking awesome. God, it just tastes so good. You know, pure food tastes great. You can tell, well, they added some sugar to it, you know. Probably doesn't help, but you can totally tell the difference. Anyway, it's October 23rd, 2023, and we got Rhipiglicans, right? We've got Demoncrats, we've got Dumbocrats, and then we've got a few others. There's just so much going on out there. I was going to say, you know what? I was going to start off with, you know, I really don't have anything to talk about tonight. No. There's so much. It's stacks upon stacks upon stacks. It's all in the plan. You know, every time I get up, thank you, Jesus, thank you, God, that I get up, and everything, the universe, thank you. I go, I wonder what Klaus Schwab is doing right now. You know, I wonder what Bill Gates is doing. You know, Elon's tweeting away. That's, you know. But there's some other rich bastards out there that are controlling pretty much everything. And what's interesting is, this has been happening for a long time. I've talked about this, you know, ever since I started my Blog Talk Radio in 2014, which I should probably leave the link for that. You know, I was a Democrat back then. You know, by the way, I just sent a text, and I've sent several texts out to some of my Republican friends. You know, Democrat, Republican. Dude, I was wrong about Obama, man. I am so sorry. I owe you an apology. Because I used to give people hell. And I was fooled, and I was tricked, and I was a Karen or a Ken. You know, it was crazy. And then as I look back at myself, I'm like, what the fuck? You know, but I'm man enough to say, look, I was wrong. I apologize for putting you through that, but I and many others were completely fooled. It's just hard to get over, to get through that, to get through the marketing and the advertising and the publicity and, you know, the Edelman Group and all these billion type marketing firms that are out there that push this stuff, right? And it's always come down to this, you know. I'm not saying all Democrats. I am saying all Democrats right now, because the Democrats are all in. They are all in, every fucking single one. I haven't heard a single Democrat denounce any globalist agenda at all. Nothing. Nada. Does this look off? Oh, that's why. Okay. It's just nothing. These guys are just all in with the corporate equality index that was created by the World Economic Forum and these globalist, elite, crap, fucker, Pedo Predator Class motherfuckers. They're all in with the ESG, the environmental social governance crap, just like fucking Jesse Ventura was into, that I fell for and many fell for. Greens are still falling for it, right? Jill Stein is still all in with that. Look, we don't have a fucking climate change problem. We have a fucking pollution problem, right? There's just pollution everywhere. I mean, that's something we just got to clean up. You know, we just got to be a little more tidy about that. I get that. You know, but this is basically kind of what's going on in Congress. And I wanted to show you this video because it kind of tells you where a lot of people are these legislators that are getting mad at Matt Gaetz. Right? They're getting mad at a lot of these Republicans that are kind of moving in a left direction that the left used to be. The left used to be no war. The left used to be, single line bills. Term limits. There used to be just so many things that this it's like flipped over and totally 180 different direction now. It's like but it's par for the course because the Democrats, as I've looked back, have been more of the Dixie-crats. When you look at the history of the Democratic Party, and I didn't know, and a lot of people don't know, they are the one in the pointed white outfits with the trees and the rope. They were the ones. You have to understand that. And whatever color you are, they rebranded themselves. I think it was back, how did Martin Luther King disappear? Was it Republicans? No, it was not. Right? Yeah, this is just pretty nutty. It's pretty freaking nutty. And it's always been that way in regards to the duopoly, right? So the Rhipiglicans is a rhino Rhipiglican. He's a greedy bastard, doesn't care about anybody, whatever it takes to keep that money coming into his Cayman Island account, his South African account, his Swiss bank account, elbow grease, backroom deals, condos, what sick shit they do, because there's some sick fuckers at high levels of government and at high, the Pedo Predator Class. And then I don't call them the Pedo Predator Class because they're just preying on people's livelihoods in regards to, inflation and gas prices and food prices and how they're making all their money, getting all these legislators to vote in their direction. That's not just what they're doing. They're actually pedophiles. They're actually the sickest fuckers you can imagine. And I will be talking about that not tomorrow night, but Wednesday night. We're going to go over some information from Anthony Weiner's laptop that came out on Best News. And I'm telling you right now, it's sickening. There's these sick fuckers, they've been like this for a long time. This comic is over 80 years old, and yet you don't have to change a thing about it. It's every bit as relevant today as the day it was drawn. Right? And if you can see, hopefully you can see that. I don't know if you're looking on your phone or where you're looking at. But this just shows. Right? It's the military-industrial complex always comes first. Right? Healthcare never came. Education was always in the past. The arts, sciences were important, mechanics and stuff like that. But you want to throw in there big pharma for sure. So the military-industrial complex, big pharma, and other industries around and close to that have always been very well taken care of. What's the happiest union in the United States? Do you guys know what that is? Can you tell me what the happiest union is? It's the military-industrial complex union. They have unions. And I'm telling you, these guys make bank. They get paid good. I mean, the contracts, I remember when I was younger, there was a guy that, a buddy I had, his dad had been working for McDonnell Douglas, which is kind of gone now. And he made a shit ton of fucking money. Right? I mean, and he invested in other things with his money, and they were always traveling, but it was just crazy. They still do this to this day. But besides the working people that need jobs, and I get that, right? We have to protect ourselves and keep ourselves steady, ready, and able. I am all for the 6 branches of the government now. Well, we got the Air Force, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. You gotta do. There's a fucking jingle out there for that. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, Space Force, and now Space Force. I'm on a planet right now, and I can't understand what is happening. These people are completely irrational, naive, and ignorant to their legislators and their governments that are bought by these Pedo Predator Class people. They don't seem to get it. They don't. Look at this cartoon. It's 80 years old. This is the way it's been for a long fucking time, and everybody's just surprised as hell that fucking Biden sent billions of dollars along with a trade of spies, right? You get 5, I get 5, and then here's another 9 or 6 whatever $billion, on top of it, just for good measure. And then boom, a few just 3 weeks later, boom, 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 boom. All these they had, and a lot of these bombs. Who are making these bombs? Right? It's not Tony Stark. I'll tell you that. It's not Stark Industries, right? But that's pretty much where they come from. It's just crazy. And I see people yapping in the street and going to rallies and all this other crap. You're basically completely and totally just making them happy. You are completely just making the Pedo Predator Class happier and happier. They want to see the chaos. They want to see the division. The scariest word to the Pedo Predator Class, a.k.a. World Economic Forum and their associates, it's a big group, it's a big club, and you're not in it. Right? The scariest word is unity, togetherness, talking. Those are very bad words for them. They don't want people to. They want to separate the family. They want to separate the church and the church. They want to separate religions. They want to keep you fucking 6 foot safe and then some. This is their fucking plan, right? Endgame. Kill 2/3 of the planet as soon as fucking possible and hoard the rest for themselves. I know that sounds pretty far-fetched. I've been saying it for, about a year or so now. But I came to that conclusion. There's no way this would ever happen, especially with that wonderful boosters of Kool-Aid that they've been using. And how effective those are. And how wonderful those have been for so many people. With fucking Kelsey King, Pfizer, right, and Queen Taylor Swift, just adding on to the fucking body bags. Hollywood's in it. It's crazy. It's so fucking in your face. It's amazing that people are still just surprised with this. It's amazing. But here's what Tucker was. This is the reason why Tucker got booted. Everybody says it's this, it's that. This is the reason. He knew he was going. He said this in the back of his mind. He knew he's not an idiot. He's been covering this shit, and people have been doing this stuff for a long fucking time. He knows what to do and what to say. But he knew once he threw this up, and once he put this out, right, pertains to this, once he put that out, he knew his job was in jeopardy. But Tucker's got a following. He's right there with Joe Rogan, right? The people that actually, well, let me back up here, because he had admitted on several occasions within the past year that he had been looking at journalism, news, reporting everything in the wrong direction, taking orders from the wrong people. And he finally woke up. And sadly, the rest of the world out there that are, making $80,000 to $100,000 a year, maybe $200,000 a year, whatever a news outlet you're from in some city or state or whatever county, you're just happy to have the job, and you're just going to say whatever the fucking producer gives you, right? And you put a little twist on it to make it seem and make it scary, right? I've already gone over anyway. So this is what he says, and it's spot on. It's hopefully hopefully this is loud enough.
Whoa.
Consider, and in this case, the sociopaths turn both Democrats and Republicans.
Here comes.
The commitment to lying in Washington is far deeper and more bipartisan, even than we realize. We follow this stuff for a living. Now, you sometimes hear people say that the whole partisan system is an illusion, and that underneath the manufactured debates, the leaders on both sides are in fact secretly united in a common love of money and power, and the deception required to get them. And honestly, we can never really bring ourselves to believe that. It's just too dark. But now we do believe it because we have seen it.
Whoa.
Consider, and in this case,
Yeah, we've seen it. We've seen it over and over and over again to feed the coffers for these people. The Pedo Predator Class. If you think Biden, every president, every prime minister, every nation's leader, most of the stuff that they do, say, put out there is usually, I would say, 75% of the time, is scripted and given to them by way of the Pedo Predator Class. And if you think that's bullshit, just look at fucking Biden's cue cards. And this is the strongest country in the world, and he has handlers. This guy has he's got fucking handlebars coming out of his ears. And they just fucking steer him around, say this, not to that. That's why they're afraid of Trump. This guy's got an ego. I get it. He's a little narcissistic. I get it. But he don't like taking shit from people. He doesn't like being fucked with either. He's not in a bloodline with anybody. He doesn't need their fucking money. He didn't use any fucking money that was paid to him, $250,000 a year, the whole time he was in the presidency. And I always look back and go, why the fuck? He's got other things he's doing. Right? He's got other investments. He has other assets. If you've seen the pictures, by the way, right now, there is a fucking army of F-16s and Cobra type helicopters and ground support that are surrounding the Trump air train, we would call it, the Trump air train. I think that's good. Jump on the Trump air train, and he's just fucking, I just remember when he won back in 2016. I remember his face. He was fucking like, what just happened? He didn't even think, he thought, he knew the system was fucked, he did it, and then he fucking had it. Because they just couldn't get past the numbers. And they tried, and I remember, the sweetest part of that is when fucking Rachel Maddow fucking started crying, and I was loving that. I voted for Trump. Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. I do believe that. And here's the very, very important thing important aspect of the perspective of Trump and the whole thing. We all know Trump, that was rigged. 155,000. But what was it? I got it on my phone. Hold on. It was 150. If there's only 155. Hang on. Right here. See if I can. I'll hold this up. See if you can see it. Wait. Here we go. Right. I want it to reflect. It says 133 million registered United States voters. This is a fact. 74 million went to Trump, and 81 million went to Biden. Do the math. That comes out to 155 million people. Right? Isn't that crazy? That's 17 million, I think, more people. No? 20, 22? 55, yeah. It's just, where did these people come from? I'm going to tell you, there's something that happened recently, though, that I think is Sidney Powell is her name. And I was watching, she had pleaded guilty in a plea deal because she's being backed in the corner. I don't think that's a good thing for the Trump train, because in regards to the case that's happening out there, of course, Trump wasn't really related. She was doing work on her own. She was kind of working with Rudy Giuliani, but it's not a good sign for Trump, for her to take a fucking plea deal. She didn't do anything. She was researching and investigating. And they fucking pressured her, and she took the fucking deal. Or she broke and took the money. After Trump said, I don't want anything to do with her. So she said, well, fuck you. I'm going to take the plea deal. This isn't going to be good for you. So two of them did. I can find that real quick. Yeah. You know, when I start going in these tangents, where are we going here? Where the hell are we going here? Why does it keep saying Google account? Go to your channel. That's what I want to do. Thank you. History. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And just like Ms. Sidney Powell, with this plea deal now in place, Mr. Chesbrough agreed to testify in any of the future RICO cases.
Kenneth Chesbrough and Sidney Powell took a dump. You guys, that's not really a good thing for Trump. It's just a state. The sad part of that, and I think what it was, which I think they got to him. There was a threat. There was money offered. Who fucking knows? But there was no way in hell they were just investigating and trying to find the truth. And there's so much information out there to prove that fucking Trump was cheated. I've done so much research. Fucking Combo Couch has done tons of research. Nico House has done so much fucking research, right, on this shit. Beauty and the Boomer. Beauty and the Boomer. They've done some, Whitney Webb, Ryan Christian, Derek Bros. I mean, who else? James Corbett. I mean, just a ton of fucking people. The Highwire, whatever that guy's name. Alex Jones, of course, and it's been brought up over and over on Rogan's, and then you have Redacted with what's this, Carl or the Morse couple. I always get the last name, but not the first name. But anyway, you got to watch them. But it's just so blatant in your face, and they won't release any information. They're trying to fucking, shred as much evidence as fucking possible. It's crazy. And I mean, I'm in real time. I look. In the beginning, I said it was like a Democrat, right? Well, at that moment, I was like watching Rachel Maddow. Right? I was watching her. I was watching CNN, they were glorious, da 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 da. And a lot of people believe that. And then I started doing my own research in 2014. Well, none of this really pans out. And then I find out that Bernie's full of shit. And then I find out that, the Democratic Party had fucking, to codify Roe versus Wade, they had 76 days in 2008-9 with the supermajority, and they could have gotten full comprehensive Medicare or Medicare for all, or single payer at least, which Dennis Kucinich was fucking doing. And they dumped him to the side. And they could have codified. They could have done everything. They could have stopped wars. They didn't. They don't. They're not. Here's something that's gonna piss you off. Here's something that's gonna fucking piss you off. In California, a bill was just signed. I got it on my phone. I need to put it on my fucking whatchamacallit. But anyway, this is fucking terrible. This is just ridiculous. A bill was just signed that, hang on, illegal aliens, where is it? Well, I just fucking I think I posted it. That's what I did. Let's just check on my TikTok. I think I redid it on my TikTok. Hey, hang on. I know there's 1,000 people watching, but I'm gonna fucking check it out anyway. One day people will watch. They'll know. You know that fucking Montauk James guy? He was fucking pretty spot on pretty much a lot of shit. Because I woke up so fucking hard in 2014, 15, 16, 17, and I was scrambling with the Green Party and all this other stuff, and I was like, nothing is panning out on this liberal, progressive side of the wall, right? Of the wall. And then as I dug deeper and deeper and deeper, and a lot of us that used to come on my show were right in line where I am. And then we finally realized who the true enemies really were. Right? And and they've exposed themselves so extremely, like, in your face now. It's just out of control. They're just laughing at you. Let's see, my favorites. I think it's right. Hang on. Rashid Taib. I didn't. Did I? No. You know what? I think I posted it on my others. Anyway, yeah. So Gavin Newsom is going to allow illegal aliens to get free education, paid for education. How is that not a fucking slap in the face to American citizens that have been paying taxes and their parents have been paying taxes forever? I just don't get the sensibility by the Democrats anymore. The case wasn't super strong back when I was a Democrat. I'm just letting you know. I'm not going to, But the issue is now, is everything that was painted about Trump, everything, and still is Russia. What happened to Russiagate? That is like the biggest. That has to be the smoking gun of, oh shit, that didn't pan out, and people still believe it. No, something happened. They paid off. No, he's still evil. No, it's still the same. I bring food to school. Some of my students can't afford to eat, and they are working jobs as well. The education system. If you're not in a major college or in debt of $40,000 to $80,000 for the college you're in, right? And this is why DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, was created. Had nothing to do with bringing, once you do the research on this stuff, you find out what the motivation is. It's all about getting. So the white kids, they were getting into colleges. They had good scores. They had this and that. They were doing it. Their parents were doing fine. I get the racial divide. I get it, right? And then there were some blacks and we had people coming in. And all I'm saying is the major push for DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, to give a break to the black and the brown and the Asian people that were having a harder time getting into college, was so they could get them loans, so they could approve them for loans, so they could put them in debt as well. They needed a bigger consumer base, because the American people are the best consumers on the fucking planet. Let's just throw that obvious card out there, right? The obvious card. And I think I was going to hear here. I think I put it in there. What is this? Yeah, I gotta show you this though. I gotta show you this. This guy's. I like this guy right here. He's pretty funny. Wait, where's the? Hold on. Where's the fucking sound? It's coming. Just a second. Where's my sound? You guys gotta see this guy. He's fucking hilarious. He's a comedian as well. But he's got some really good stuff. Okay, you gotta watch this. This is fucking clever. Just clever. Right?
The United States than
Here
Jim
we go
Jordan.
again. Rachel, Trump called for a recount of the votes. That's not overthrowing the government. And you know that. But you and the entire left-wing media keep saying that because Project Mockingbird still goes on. And whether you like it or not, all of you motherfuckers are part of it.
I would love to do that. This is so fucking funny. You got to watch the whole thing.
There was nobody who was more important in Congress to Trump's effort to overthrow the lawfully elected government of the United States than
Here
Jim
we go
Jordan.
again. Rachel, Trump called for a recount of the votes. That's not overthrowing the government. And you know that. But you and the entire left-wing media keep saying that because Project Mockingbird still goes on. And whether you like it or not, all of you motherfuckers are part of it.
Yep. Yep. You cannot fucking disagree with that. Yeah. This guy's fucking awesome. All right. Next. Yeah, my points are as follows, and I need to get to the look at Robert Reich. This guy's such a fucking piece of shit. America and the world need an adult in the room, especially now. Fortunately, we have one in Joe Biden. You fucking can't. I gotta see these responses. I gotta see. Definitely of gaslighting. Actually, he's on the beach again. Oh my God. Democrats don't even answer this. Right? It's not an algorithm. All I see is just look at this, ton loads of laughs. You know, and another guy who fucking is just like this is that George Takei. Is such a fucking load of crap. Such a load of crap. And he never answers any of his. Robert Wright doesn't answer a single fucking person. Ever. They just throw the shit on the wall and hopefully it sticks. This is probably one of the biggest loads of crap I've seen being thrown on the wall by him so far. We all know Biden's a derelict puppet. That's it. John Fetterman. Derelict puppet. Bunch of fucking puppets everywhere. Just crazy. Downfall of America was the Barack Obama president. Yeah, it was. Absolutely. It was terrible. You had no idea what this man did. The NDAA, he brought the ACA, the Affordable Care Act, which was such a scam. Instead of allowing more insurance companies to pool in to lower premiums, to lower copays, or the price overall, he squeezed it and only allowed Aetna, Blue Cross, Kaiser, and only a few selected insurance companies. And then fucking the price was sky high, more than it was prior to that. Everything went sky high. So fucking crazy. Oh, look at Mike and Oprah. Oh my God, these people are just fucking murderers. We're back in DC today, and we should not have leaving until we have a speaker elected. Yeah, okay, good luck. All right, I just don't do anything. Just leave it. Just because nothing can happen. Just keep shutting it down. Keep fucking telling them, shut it fucking down. The more you leave this government open, the more damage fucking this compromised idiot Pedo Joe can do. Right? Every candidate for House Speaker agreed to promptly release the J6 tapes to the public. We will hold them to it. Yeah, like you did McCarthy. Yes, good job, Matt Gaetz. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to show you too. There are some people out. This is so strange. This guy, why is this always doing this? Go to your channel. It's like a new feature. Fucking yeah. Is this a new feature? Because it's really pissing me off. All right, so I got. Let me see here. Where is it? I just had it up. Yeah, here it is right here.
Enough. We'll see if those motivate a lot of, probably, among.
I got to show you this because I think it's important that you guys know that people are out there actually working. By the way, in my last job, it was a little over a couple of years because the dealership went down because we couldn't sell cars anymore. And then it was a weird process. But anyway, in 2020, and then I worked for Google Fiber. And that was, Google, it has all kinds of different little outlets out there. So this was just internet. People like you get Spectrum or you get Cox or whatever, Bryce, I don't know, whatever your internet is. I was there for over 2 years. I didn't miss a single fucking day of work. You know why? Because I was working from home. And people were calling in sick all the time. I was like, how the fuck do you call in sick working on the phone remotely at your house? I mean, if you're giving labor, I get it. If you're fucking deathly ill, I get it. But people are doing it constantly. It's working on the phone, people pissed off about their internet connection is very draining. I fucking understand that. So, but a lot of people can't handle it. That company went through a lot of people. They still are going through a lot of people. This dime a dozen. What's interesting is the main customer service location and most of their representatives are in West Virginia, Charleston, West Virginia, that doesn't have Google Fiber. And none of the customer service representatives have ever had Google Fiber. I was going to be the first one as I moved over here, and then they fucked me. But anyway, I'm not going to get into that. So now I've been working with this company for almost a year. Haven't missed a single day. I've been late once. I don't count like a minute late, 2 minutes like being late. Depends on the job, right? But I've been early, 99.8% of the time. But this guy works his butt off. This is after he's done working, he'll go and inform
the
the
more
people.
conservative members of this field, full context that I'm describing them to. So let's get to these 9 candidates now with full context that I'm describing them to you, not trying to persuade you one way or the other on these folks. There's just things I think you need to know. So alphabetical order, let's start with Jack Bergman. Jack Bergman is the highest ranking member of the military to have ever served in Congress in America's history. General Bergman served in the United States Marine Corps. Now, he's a more moderate member of Congress. He's from the state of Michigan, represents the Upper Peninsula there. He was actually elected class president when I entered Congress. So several of the people over the Biden crime family, over the FBI, the DOJ, the ATF, Here is the challenge that Mike Johnson will have to overcome. He did not vote for the debt limit deal, but the challenge he'll have to overcome.
Yeah, I like Mike Johnson. I like a few people, but most of these people are these people right here. Most of these people are these people here. Sadly. I don't understand why fucking Matt Gaetz isn't fucking doing it, because they hate him. And I'm going to show you why they hate this man. It's right here. And I think it's on the wrong... I know it's in here somewhere. It's in here somewhere. Yeah, it's in my media. I'm going to go to... oh, that's good news. So this is really good news, by the way, right here. This is good. This is true. This is factual. Only 2% of Americans have received new COVID vaccine boosters. 2%. People are like, wait a second. How many do I need? 15? 20? You sure? You'd have to be an idiot to believe that shit was... I'm going to be calm about this. I'll be calm about it, okay? You would have to be a complete imbecile at taking the third one. Hey, Cheryl, how you doing? Yeah, hey, Erica, there you are. I see you. That's a good thing you're doing that for your student. Yeah, Snork's amazing. I wish my kids were going to a school. I mean, I'm going to fucking just make them go. I'm going to say, look, you little fucks, go learn some shit from Snork. All right. Isn't that's awakening news in a sense, knowing that these people aren't doing this anymore. Right? It is awakening news. Like, people are like, wait a second. It doesn't stop the transmission. You can get like mercitis or something, like clotting or something. I'm not sure, but it's really bad. And so why did we take it? What was the reason in the first place? Oh, and those numbers too were wrong. Yeah, because they were counting people that were offing themselves off of a bridge and still calling it a Kool-Aid, a Fluvid-19 off on the whatchamacallit, on the records. And then we find out they're getting paid for it and all this stuff. And big hospitals making a lot of money. And big fucking pharma's making a lot of money. Right? But this stuff is deadly. And it's bad. And it's wrong. Right. I'm trying to find this. I know I put it up here just a wee bit a minute ago. There it is right there. Right. So there it is right there. So this kid... And I could have sworn. Am I missing something, Snork or Cheryl or Eric or Jordan? Jordan texted me today. I think they're watching me, man. I go, dude, they're not watching me. They're not watching. They're watching me. Have you ever got a hit? Are they taking down your channel or your Facebook? Yeah. Oh, AC Electric Safety wants to get to cook 30 hot dogs in 25 seconds with the power cord. Oh, that's fucking awesome. Then we are going to have hot dogs and cornbread. Sweet. So Matt Gaetz supports a plan that includes ban on congressional stock trading, 12-year term limit for Congress, 12 years. That's fine. I'm okay with 8. 12 is fine. I don't think people should live in Congress. I think the first year is like your freshman year, your freshman term, because it's 2 years, I think, for the House, right? Every 2 years. So 2, 4, 8. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Ban on political donations from lobbyists and super PACs. What? That's almost Citizens United-ish. And then he wants single line voting. Yeah, I'm going to say 72. I like your 70, but I don't. It just seems 72 seems. I mean, was Biden's what, 78, 79 years old now? You get O'Neill the stuff I sent you. Can you from the SB40? You get O'Neill the stuff sent you. Can you cancel to from the SB40? I don't know what that means. I've got a lot of stuff from you. I've got a lot of stuff from you, I'm sure. I truly appreciate everything. Do not stop. Because I like having as much information as possible. Let's see here. Just a second. I gotta look at something. Yes. Okay. This is not going to be long tonight, but I want to get to this because this kid's really moving stuff. The question I have for him, and that I've been talking about with a lot of people that are responding on my Facebook. I got 2 Facebooks. I got 3 different Twitters. The first Twitter got taken down because I believe that if you commit treason or you harm this country intentionally as a president of the United States, and it's proven that you're proven to be found guilty, the punishment you should be is HUNG. And I put that word, and I fell for it because some Demoncrat put it up and sucked everybody in, and they fucking got me on a 4-letter word. Hung. And they fucking took down my Twitter, those motherfuckers. But the question for him is, who else is supporting Matt Gaetz in this process? I want to know who they are. Okay, I will, but not now. But thank you. I will. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. This, just so you guys know, I think Eric knows, I think Snork knows, but sure, I got to tell you, putting this stuff together, getting everything ready, takes some work. So I will get to it as soon as I can. But please send me this information. Let me see what else we got here. Oh, this was a good one. So I'm like, are these fucking people serious? This is recent, right? So James Carville is the Democratic guru, right? We've always entrusted with, and I used to think he was smart, but he's just a military industrial complex pawn. He's always has been, right? Like the rest of them. Legendary strategist James Carville is urging Dems to wake the fuck up. Now they're using the conservatives' talking points. Well, I'm going to say I'm more conservative than anything as I'm looking at my life, the way I've done everything. I'm a conservative person, right? Overall, right? I've taught my kids to pray before they eat. I have a Bible right behind me. And that's just the way it works. I've just kind of been that way, you know? So I would say I'm more of a conservative person. I probably was hanging around with the wrong fucking party for a long time. You know what's weird is every time I was doing really good in life, or things were fucking just, I was killing it, crushing it, financially, health, everything, I was Republican. Just dynamic. It seems like they're just stronger people overall. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. They just seem like they're hard. You know, I'm not saying there's not a lot of hardworking Democrats. I'm not saying that. But they have like this sense of like inner pride to be the best they can be. Right? And I've seen it shows. If you, most people that are, anyway, I'm not going to get totally into that. So this guy, they're asking for money. We're begging, rush any amount for our 300% match for Biden and the Dems to win. Right? So I send out this meme. The nerve to ask people for a single fucking penny while they continue to throw blank check after blank check after blank check to fucking Ukraine. And now Israel reveals how fucking stupid most of the Democratic voters are. It's crazy. If you right, this is the title of this fucking show. You're a Dumbocrat. You're a fucking Dumbocrat. If you're sending a single fucking penny, right? The big point I've always made in the past few days, Biden wants to send $60 billion to Ukraine and $40 billion to fucking Israel. Perfect timing as he fucking started the goddamn war. He started that process. This is all started. He's told to do this. This is the process. He's just a fucking crisis actor, like Eric says, puppet. Big old fucking Klaus Schwab stick up his freaking rectum. And he's just, reading the cue cards, told what to do, guided around. It's fucking ridiculous. And the problem is there's people still out there. This is what gets me the most, is if you can't see the writing on the wall right now, if you can't understand that there's an American man out there who, yeah, he was fortunate to have some parents that were good, but he has worked his ass off. The guy fucking, I hear he gets up at like 5:30 in the morning and goes to sleep at like 11 o'clock at night, right? I mean, the guy's constantly taking care of business. You know, of course he's going to golf every once in a while. I would. If I was making $100,000 a year, I would be at the range all the time. I'd be golfing all the time. I'd be fucking, I'd be traveling, when I could. But you still got to make your money and show up for work, and the guy does. Right? And all the stuff that was painted about Trump has been fucking wrong. It's been a fucking lie. Sidney Powell, you broke. Or, this is the thing about Sidney Powell and that guy John Kenneth Pesco, who they both took a plea deal in regards to just outlandish charges. But I think what they're doing is they've succumbed or took the money or took the deal, right? Or they're going to wait for Trump to pardon them and to expunge their records. Because once this is all exposed and it comes out, that's what I'm hoping for. So let me tell you my major motivation why I'm definitely going to vote for Trump. For one, the guy should have fucking been president. Okay? I don't think we'd be in this fucking position. I do not believe we'd be in this position where we're at. All the wars. The guy was on fucking CNN. He was on CNN just saying, I don't want people killing each other anymore. Who the fuck says that? Madeleine Albright said, oh yeah, 500,000 men, women, and children. It's necessary. Collateral damage. Yeah, no big deal. Right? Sick fuckers like Hillary Clinton and Uma, but fucking her. Oh, there's a story tomorrow. Oh my God. I'm going to go over it. I'm telling you, if you haven't seen it, go to Best News. And I'm telling you now, I'm going to warn you of one of the officers there were 12 officers total that found Anthony Weiner's laptop. Most of them were able to go through it and see some pretty horrific, heinous, satanic shit. some pretty nasty shit. I mean, you know, a guy getting his head cut off in some stage show in the Middle East or whatever is one thing, but this stuff is just, you know. And I listened to this man talking and telling the thing, and it was genuine. I can sense it. He wasn't an act. He was a police officer, just revealing. And 9 of those people were killed out of the 12 that had access to it. 9. Anthony Weiner's laptop that were able to see what happened. That's going to go on tomorrow night. Not tomorrow night. Sorry, Wednesday night. I'm working tomorrow night. But anyway, yeah, this is crazy. How in the fuck are you people going to keep believing that these people are going to do anything for you? That's just the most amazing thing. That is just the most amazing thing after what he's put you through, or the money he sent. $6 billion could fix Maui. You don't send it to the government. You don't send it to the state. You send it to the people, and they'll start building. But this is what they're going to do. You're going to send it to this green motherfucker who's the governor of Hawaii, who's just going to put it where he needs to keep his smart island, smart city agenda that he agreed to doing just a few months prior and a year prior to that. To fucking Maui going down. It's all fucking in the plan. Yeah, all this money that they're sending, it's money laundering. It's just fucking, it's just a circle jerk. It just goes back to them. It's to help the World Economic Forum. It's helped NATO get stronger. It's helped the UN get stronger. That's what it is. It's to help all that get stronger. That's what all this is fucking about. And these fucking Dumbocrats keep... Trump shows up. The man shows up to these hearings. Flies his big fucking jet, which is fine. You know, he's not preaching climate change and fucking flying a jet. He's fucking just flying his fucking jet because he's got enough to. I mean, if you want $1 billion, there's a lottery out there, and that lottery you won $2 billion, and somebody said, dude, I can get you a deal on a Lear jet. A G4, G5. Older, but it's plush inside. I can get you one for like fucking $500,000. Would you buy it? Yeah. I'd fucking buy it because then I don't have to fucking, you know, you can't tell, but I'm fat and I'm big and my shoulders are probably, I don't know, snark, the width of my shoulders or what, like a yard. I don't know. It's pretty fucking. But the thing is, it sucks being in these planes that are, you know, 16.5 inches wide. These seats, right? You know, I'm going to Hawaii. I got the tickets and everything. I'm going out in April next year, and I'm just fucking. I'm dreading. I said, I'm fine at the window. I'm at the window. If I'm at the window, I'm fine. If I'm at the aisle, it's kind of okay. If I'm in between people, we're fucked. Because I can squeeze my shoulder into the corner and get that like corner, and I'm fine. But anyway, yeah, it's just this crazy. Let the guy fucking. Yeah, it just keeps compounding. All the information. Cheryl's sent me some information, but besides the stuff that Cheryl sent me, and besides the stuff that I've heard from a lot of people out there, I made this decision a while back. I made this decision to support this guy because, I was on the fence at a certain point because I was worried that the Fauci certificate of here you're the greatest award person, they would keep throwing it in his face. And he goes, I wasn't even aware of that. If that's the truth, and if you nobody's proved that wrong. You see what I'm saying? It's like he said, I didn't know that even happened. But you signed it. He goes, I sign stuff all the time. You don't know what you're signing? Or was that a signature? The question is I thought he was in on all this, the Fluvid-19 and the fucking genocidal Kool-Aid that everybody has taken. And I'm still, in the back of my mind, I watched Dr. Shiva. The guy is fucking brilliant. But who else can it be? I'm just trying to ask you. I'm trying to say it. I mean, I don't want to put... RFK is just going to get railroaded. He's going to get... He's got a great campaign. I'm glad that he went independent. I think that's fucking great. But he's going to take votes away from Biden. Because I know there are Democrats out there that are going to be... Look, in the next few months, people are going to be pissed off. They actually, once you wake up, you're pissed off. Because Carville's telling you to wake the fuck up and give us more money. Piece of shit, idiot, motherfucker. Anyway. Yeah, see, there it is. And that's a fact. That's not a joke. It's not just a stupid meme. 133 million registered United States voters voted in 2020. Right? Counted. Give or take a few back and forth. So there were 74 million votes that went to Trump. And then Biden and the Democrats claim, and they've stated, and they've shown numbers and all this other stuff, that it was 81 million. But if you put those numbers together, that's 155 million. That's not the only fucking thing. There's so much other information out there. And there it is. Biden expected to ask Congress for a $100 billion package that includes Israel and Ukraine. Just keep sending money. Right? What's this other one right here? And yeah, this is, and he sent that before, but anyway, I think I've already gone through that. Kudos to Sarah Sanders, governor of Louisiana, Arkansas. Arkansas. She said no more Chinese land. There's been too much shit. No more Chinese land. How about no more Bill Gates land, right? I'm fucking sick of those fuckers too. If you think that cheating was only 5 or 6 states, consider this. According to Judicial Watch, 353 counties in 29 different states had voter registration exceeding 100%. Exceeding over 100%. Nuts. I was getting to a point there, I think I lost my train of thought, but shit happens. Some of y'all never had to push your own car, then jump in hand, pop, and clutch and shows. Yeah. I fucking have pushed many cars in my time, my own cars, to get it started. Right? I'm telling you right now, you want a woman that fucking knows how to drive a stick. I'm telling you right now. You gotta have a woman that fucking knows how to drive a stick. Because you got a real woman there. Faux show. Alright, let me get to the... not to this, because that's stupid. I don't know what that is. Some of these people, I don't even know who these people are. Yeah, but just let's roll it back to this. And I'm just telling you, you're all being fooled. Okay? You're all being fucking played every fucking day. And then people are going to say, well, don't you think Trump is going to... I think that the fear of Trump, and I keep telling people that, look, these Demoncrats are so desperate, and even the Rhipiglicans, you saw the vitriol or the anger and the animosity towards Matt Gaetz wanting to lower have the single line bill voting system, lower the term limits to 12, and no more fucking super PACs or special interest money. You're taking away money from these people. These fucking greedy bastards have this place in their psyche where they have to do this. They tell their wife, I have to take this bad blood money. This is how we live. This is how I drive these big cars. This is how we go on our vacation. This is how you wear those diamonds. This is how our kids go to the finest schools. This is how we do it. This motherfucker Gates wants to take that away from us. We can't survive off $174,000 a year. That motherfucker, these are the people. These are the people that need to be fucking thrown out. Like immediately. So, because they're so reliant on the government money. Do you see what I'm saying? Trump is not going to be reliant. Oh, I'm sure he's going to make some money off of a few deals and all this other stuff. Oh, by the way, the insider trading thing, Gates doesn't want either. That's part of his plan, is no more insider trading. If you are a fucking legislator, you are not allowed to fucking trade or be connected to a single fucking trade. And I believe that because AOC is fucking totally, completely the spawn of Nancy Pelosi. She's just next in line, right? And this fucking lady was making like what, $30, $40, $50 a year, $50,000 a year, and all of a sudden she's worth like $28 million. The span of 4 years, right? I mean, and it's not from doing side hustles. Let's just say that. It's not from fucking real estate, right? It's not. It's all from fucking. That should never be allowed. That's, like I said, these people, in my opinion, they should be working in DMV offices. These big cathedral, like, column, shiny dome crap. They don't deserve that shit. They're employees of the American citizens, right? But they're not, because they get most of their money from the military-industrial complex that you see here. That's why people are mad at Matt Gaetz. He's taking their money. You motherfucker taking my money. That's it. That's why they're so pissed off at him. I love this right here. Make your guns completely invisible to the government by wrapping them in Epstein's client list. That is a good meme. That, because they've never exposed that. They've never ever exposed that. Oh, there's my place. Where do I live? I don't know if you can see the flag above, but it's definitely not a flag I'll be flying at any time soon. And thankfully, because of my flag, he's able to fly that flag, which he doesn't fucking understand yet. Because he's young, he just doesn't get it. What else did I get here? I already played that one. I think I'm going to shut it down here for a second. I got to make a few phone calls, take care of a little bit of business. Oh shit, yeah. Idiots are giving the government their guns in fucking Hawaii. God, you dumb fucks. God, I just, and all these people I guarantee are vaccinated. Guaranteed vaccinated. They did a little thing on the money laundering that's happening in Ukraine, which most people should know by now. I'm gonna show you a picture that's gonna piss you off. Before I leave, I thought I'd piss you off before you leave. Right here, look at this. So this is in the 90s. Breakfast. This is a buffet, and this is a Sam Lloyd's casino. All right. Good night, sir. Good night. Thanks for coming out again, Eric and all. You have to email. I will. Yeah. So breakfast was $2.99 for the buffet. Lunch was $2.99. Dinner was $3.99. I remember. I used to go to. I've been to Vegas. Wow, I can't even count how many times I've been to Vegas. I'm gonna guess just over 20 times. I've been to Vegas and fucking lost money, and I've been up to Vegas over 20 times at least. Right, throughout, I went there when I was like 20. I've been there when I was younger with older people a few times. And then when I was older to go there, I'd go like once every couple of years. Or at one point I was going there for like a year. I went there like 5 times, an entire year. Yeah, so Vegas is fun. It's a place where you lose your money and eat really well and get shit-faced and dance and party like a motherfucking act stupid. That's what you're there for. And that's fine. That's good to have those places. Because that old saying that people don't say what's happening in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? Nah. You got a fucking cell phone, you're fucked. There's fucking cameras everywhere and cell phones everywhere. Everybody knows what you're doing. I don't care where you are or who you're at. Or where you're at. Anyway. Last but not least, I might just go through a couple of these photos. There's one I wanted to kind of get out to you guys. Yeah, that's pretty good. Tyson Foods. Boycott Tyson Foods. That's what I wanted to say. Boycott Tyson Foods. Boycott Tyson Foods. They're just all in with Bill Gates. I know he's not invested with them anymore, but they're just doing shady shit again. Here's the companies that you want to stay away from. I want this guy to go down. If you're like me and you understand his genocidal bioweapon system that he's using across the planet for his depopulation and eugenics agenda, then you'll understand that everything that he has and touches is death. Like literally death. Right? Cliff Bar, Treliff, Degola. Some of these I can't fucking read. But just remember Hershey, fuck. Breyers, ice cream. Don't eat it. Just don't fucking eat. Don't go to the fucking Dunkin' Donuts either. Just don't trust this guy. Just fucking everything he touches is death. That's his MO. It's fucking modus operandi is fucking death. He's the dealer of death. Right? Fauci's another dealer of death. Right? Biden is a dealer of death. Okay? They're all dealers of death. Lindsey Graham is a fucking dealer of death. Mitch McConnell is a dealer of death. Right? There's some people in the Republican Party that definitely are fucking dealers of death. And I got to change that picture. Let's see if I have anything else that's good. I got all kinds of crap. Yeah. Yeah, this guy, this piece of shit. What a piece of shit. Yeah. Fucking new Jets and ex-Packers quarterback. Fuck, I can't remember his name. All of a sudden, this is so stupid. Rogers. It'll come to me. Called him the Pfizer King. Right? And this is why you get rid of fucking... This is the major reason why Matt Gaetz got rid of. Right? And I'm going to leave you... I just got to play that one more time. Of the reason of what's going on out there in regards to... yeah, they changed YouTube. Fucking motherfuckers. They changed it around here. I'm going to play this again.
In this case, the sociopaths turned out to be both Democrats and Republicans.
Here it comes.
The commitment to lying in Washington is far deeper and more bipartisan even than we realize. We follow this stuff for a living. Now, you sometimes hear people say that the whole partisan system is an illusion, and that underneath the manufactured debates, the leaders on both sides are in fact secretly united in a common love of money and power, and the deception required to get them. And honestly, we can never really bring ourselves to believe that. It's just too dark. But now we do believe it because we have seen it.
Whoa.
Consider, and in this case, the
Yeah, that's it. All right, all. I'm going to thank you for being here. We got some crazy stuff going on and bringing up. A lot of stuff we're going to go over. Cheryl's bringing up. If your eye's on, please try to have a camera or something up. It is a live show, so showing your face is important. It helps kind of get the message out. Other than that, this is James with Monotalk. Thank you for being here, and I hope I'm doing whatever I can. Or hopefully you're questioning authority and its sources at every turn, along with just, common sense. And it's hard, and I get it. I've been played, I've been fooled before, but I just don't see any other way to go. I just want Biden out, and I think Trump's a better option, for sure. And because I don't think JFK's... there's something going on with him that just bothers me. I think he should be a cabinet member or be a part... I would be okay with him being vice president. That would be fine with me, But I think there's some other people that Trump's probably going to pick for vice president. If Trump was smart, he'd pick Matt Gaetz as vice president. That's who he should fucking pick. If he was smart, he'd pick fucking Matt Gaetz. That would be epic. Look at the kid that's kicking ass, putting in the work. That's who you want. You want the person that puts in the work, shows up at the job, does everything they need to do, and fucking doesn't take a tardy day. Because their tummy hurts, or, got a hangover. No, I've had those days, trust me. All right, take care, Allah. Thank you for being on or paying attention. Allah.